I will be answering the comment that I just put up earlier. I have about 4 consoles that I can show you. Now you're probably wondering, why do I have just a CD disc on my bed? That's why. That's because I actually have 5 consoles. However, let's just get it ranked.
It's me, Mario.
Look at that.
Hello.
Like, look at this controller. Literally, the invention of analog stick. Nathaniel Bandy literally says that this is the most atrocious controller ever made. I mean, the most atrocious analog stick ever made. Well, this thing actually feels like a bit of kid. Like, this thing actually helped invent the analog stick in the modern day controller. So, Nathaniel, you could be grateful. I'm gonna sit in front of the TV so you guys can hear it, because I'm not gonna have it that loud. So yeah, we're gonna test it. So as you can see, it is running off of my VCR to get a better quality. But look at this. 64 bits. It's not like 32 bits like the PS1 is. Fucking trash graphics. It actually feels like you're in a good game for once. I'm playing one-handed, by the way. These games are life-changing. Like how you be able to interact with doors, how you be able to interact with these like toadstools here. This is just crazy. Now, if you think about it, hold on. If you think about it, SNES, or I don't have that console, but Super Nintendo Entertainment System, if you think about it, their games actually aged better because 2D games like that are still a thing now. But as if these 3D games are not. But putting myself in shoes by their game console is just an SNES, and me bringing them this, I would pay to see the reactions. I would think that it would be mind-blowing to them. It's crazy. So I'm gonna have to give this console an overall rating. Well, considering how iconic this console is, it's gonna go up 1. It's just gonna go up 1. So I'm gonna give this an overall 6 out of 10. This console is the most iconic console that I have out of my other 5 consoles. It's crazy. Alright. Oh yeah. Taking this thing over to somewhere else is massive. Look how big this thing is. And you can tell it takes in a lot of dust too. It's crazy. Wow. I can't even describe the difference here. This right here is the most modern controller I've ever seen. Like, we actually still use this type of D-pad. I mean, not the type of D-pad, but this type of layout to this day on PS5 controllers. Although this controller might not have the 6 axes, pedals, but I love it. Like, wow, I literally cannot describe the difference here. And also, the invention of, wait, hold on, it's not in focus. it's not in focus. Yeah, you see that right there? In the controller right there? That's what gives off vibration. Also on this side too. That's what gives off vibration on this controller, if you never knew that. Now, the Nintendo 64 itself did have a rumble pack, but that shit was just way too powerful. This is like the most perfect rumble that PlayStation 2 has ever made. And Sony's best console ever yet to sell 158 million units, but that's not what we're talking about. This controller is the most iconic controller to ever walk the planet. And you can even push down on the 6 too. Back in 2000, other controllers couldn't even do that. I love this. Now, I did show the game of Need for Speed Underground, but that game was really scratched up. So we're gonna do Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Alright. Disc has loaded. Oh crap, I just pressed freaking... Alright. Launch the game. Aw, yeah. This might be also one of the most iconic games of all time. Rockstar North? I never heard that before. That's because I never played this game either. Now remember, I'm going to be playing with one hand. Aw, yeah. I like them dogs. Oh yeah, look at that. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Also known as California. This is not a quiet machine. I'm gonna say that for that matter. Just hear this fan. It is not a quiet machine. I have the PS2 Slim, but we're only focusing on one PS2, so I had to pick the original, because why not? Why are you making so much noises? Wow. I actually can't even describe the difference here. I'm not gonna get on the bike. Look at this. I can this actually makes a difference for once. It's not like blocky. It's not blocky like the Nintendo 64 was. It's actually smooth and it feels more realistic. Well, hold on. We gotta test the rumble on this. So I'm gonna steal a car. Or actually, no, I might. For some reason, my rumble isn't working. Usually, when you get near a car, when it's driving by, it would rumble, but it's not even rumbling. But I don't give a damn. And here we have a new type of controller. This controller is an upgraded one from the PS2 and also the PS3. Like, look at it. It has the 6-axis motion. It has a 2-inch touchpad. it even has a new share button and also a PlayStation button where you can wirelessly turn it on literally right from your controller. I love this thing. I actually like it better than the PS2. Sorry, it's secret. I'm putting in a password and it's secret. You can already tell I can play Five Nights at Freddy's on here. But we're not worried about that. We're worried about the Crew Motorfest. This is also not a quiet machine either. It can get loud too. But I like these loading screens. This also takes really long to load. Come on, Sony. But whatever. Actually, since we're on this load up, never mind. Ubisoft. Wow. I have it on mute because I don't feel like using sound, but look at the water. Look at the texture of the grass. It moves with it. Like, look at the look at all the leaves in this background and the planes. I bet the PS2 cannot even run all of that at once. This PS4 might be the best console in my collection. Even though it's from 2013, it's still a good console. Now it's important, I'm gonna play with one hand again. And also, this is also my first time playing this game, so. My friends always come over to my house and just play games on this PS4. And I don't give a damn. Dude, come on. It's been loading for like how long? Come on, Ubisoft. Well, I mean, I was gonna show everyone of how good this gameplay is, but since how incredibly long this loading time is, I might as well just get off of it, considering we already saw it. So, that's it for the PS4. Alright, let's take a look at this console. Yeah, I think this controller might be the most selling console of all time, considering this controller. I know it's wired and everything, but look at these damn joysticks. These joysticks are huge. Everything about this Pro controller is huge. I know it doesn't have the six axes pedals, but that doesn't even make a difference. This is miles ahead than what the PS4 can do. I know that this controller doesn't have a 2-inch touchpad, but that doesn't matter. This console can take pictures, it can go, well, the same console can go home with the controller too. But does it have 2 pause buttons? Huh? Exactly. And that we're gonna test it. Now, instead of Pro Controller, in fact, Joy-Cons, but I'm not gonna use Joy-Cons though, because, well, they suck. They're the same thing, but I don't want to use them. Wow, this is literally the exact same thing as the PS4. It's all blocking stuff, but let's go into the game. Wow. I can't even describe the difference here than the PS4. This might be better than the PS4. Although it's not powerful enough, this might be better than the PS4. Like look, like if while I'm looking at these characters, you can see all these leaves in the background just floating in the air. Like all of them. I'm talking all of them. Even the shop as well. Like look at that. I bet the PS4 can't even do that, but I know the PS5 can. This might be the best selling Mario game of all time. Although this was only released in 2017, and the Nintendo Switch OLED makes this look old school now. That doesn't matter. Like look how good that thing is. Unfortunately, this is my last console. But hey, it's whatever. I'll see you guys later on another video on Remastered 64. Goodbye.